149 days later. If you enjoy our videos and want to see more of them, head on over to our Eons of Battle Patreon. Hey guys, Jay here, welcome to Eons of Battle, and today, the sun is shining, the stars have aligned, and I've received a gift from the Plastic Crack Gods, Indomitus Made to Order. Now usually, Games Workshop products weigh in the low ounces, but this box weighs 9 pounds. I ordered this sucker on June 15th of this year, and today, 149 days later, I've received it. Now, I can't be too upset, because assuming this dispatched on day 120 like Games Workshop estimated, this only took a month to get to me. And that's pretty good considering the UK still uses messenger pigeon as its main form of mail delivery. So let's crack this sucker open and see what's inside. Alright guys, moment of truth, I'm so excited! I have my box opening knife, and so... just kidding. That'd be dumb to use a completely inappropriate knife. And I don't want to destroy the contents in the box, so... Alright, here it is, opening the Ark of the Covenant. Woo! There she blows. Oh, Lord, it's heavy. Indomitus! Ah, it's got that new Games Workshop smell. Oh, and I like the box art. Ah. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Got the new logo and everything. Oh, it's so shiny. Alright. Boom, now I can't return it. It's like Darth Vader's helmet coming off in reverse. Oh my god, that's a lot of plastic. Oh, and you got this cool art. It's the same on both sides. That's... Sure, that was worth it to print it double-sided. Alright. We're gonna do a quick cut, and then we're gonna get a closer look at all of these sprues. Alright, let's crack open the Indomitus box. I'm gonna try to rapid fire this so that the video is not 3 days long. But first we have the Primaris Outriders, the new Biker Space Marines, and I'm super excited to get to work on these guys because I had so much fun building and painting the Primaris Chaplain on bike. And so I'm looking at this, it looks amazing. None of the butts are on seats, and I had heard that the Primaris asses were in the Primaris seats, so I'm a little surprised about that. But everything looks amazing. It looks, oh no wait, I think it looks like the legs are attached to the bikes. So that's the monopose nature of these kits. But I knew that going in. I know that the whole box is monopose. Ah, these guys are huge compared to the old Space Marine bikes. Oh, I cannot wait to get painting these guys. And this is just 3 out of the 60-some models that come in this box. And we finally have Primaris Chainswords. We've been waiting for that for a long time. Alright, let's move on. We got the HQs, we've got the Space Marine Commander and the Necron Overlord. I love the new Necron Overlord. He looks really big. I have the old resin Necron Overlord, and he's pretty small. I like his war scythe is attached to his spine, because, you know, why not? I love his little danglies. He only has one head, but it looks like the Space Marine has a couple of head options, which is kind of cool. And the Space Marine has a dead Necron on his base. I think that's pretty funny. I think he's modeled to look a lot like the Blade Guard Ancient that also come in this box. It's hard, he's so well matched that he's almost a little bit hard to pick out. But, man, does he look cool. And I like his power sword has kind of got these 2 little spikes. That reminds me a little bit of like Abaddon the Despoiler's sword. I mean, obviously it doesn't have the little souls trapped inside of it, but other than that, it's a little similar with the little spike. I love his shield with the bones of a Space Marine on it. And he's holding a little hourglass, which seems to be a thing with Primaris. Maybe it's pointing out the idea that since Primaris are so much more powerful, they live half as long. I know some people have a little bit of an idea of that from the movie Blade Runner. The candle that burns twice as hot burns out twice as fast. But Yeah, no, all of this stuff is amazing. And this isn't the base. I thought that this was the base. It's a topper. You're supposed to glue this down to it looks like a 40 mil. And I think that's kind of neat because then you don't have to use it if you don't want. And that's cool. I think they should do more of this. This is cool. All right, moving on. What are these? These are the Primaris close combat guys. I hope these are troops because my Black Templar will rejoice if they are. Oh, I love chain swords. They can't get rid of chain swords. It's so 40k. And I think I'm gonna need to get a whole bunch more of this. I think this sprue and a couple more are built where they don't have anything else but one type of model because they come in the new, they're not a start collecting, but like a getting started box. Oh, and this knee is nice and chewed up from sitting in the box, but that's okay. I can fix that with a little glue. But yeah, they look like classic Primaris. Ooh, got a plasma gun, but it's a classic Primaris, but with some nice running poses and some chain swords, and I am all about that. Ah, holy cow. This is great. Wow, that's funky. We've got like 20% of a chest right there. So these are very, very interestingly designed. All right, let's keep going. All right, I think we've got the Primaris Lieutenant, also kind of modeled after a Blade Guard because he's got a shield. And I suppose this is the Necron Lieutenant. And I love this guy a lot because he reminds me of the Necron Immortals. And I have 20 Immortals, and I would love for this guy to lead the pack. Although I always give them the Tesla carbines. So I wonder if down the line this guy's gonna be able to take a Tesla carbine. I kind of hope so, because it's more fun. I think it'd be more fun if they matched. But who knows what Games Workshop will do. And the Lieutenant, pretty much the same as the Captain. He's got a plasma gun, power sword, shield. Really, the lieutenants, the commanders, they're all swappable. You could use this guy as your commander, and you could use the commander as your lieutenants. But oh, and he's got a little dead Necron guy. They did this a lot. These little base decorations in Dark Vengeance, and so it's fun to see them come back in the new Start Collecting. Wow, look at how big his spine tab is. It's like a solid ½ inch. Neat. That's probably how the whole model gets pinned together. All right, even more Primaris with chain swords. So there's 5 and 5. Yeah, 10. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't even know that. I thought it came with 5. Sweet. Oh my god, this is the sword and board guys. It's like a combination of Necron Lich Guard and Necron Destroyers. What are they called? The Soptek Destroyers. These guys are super fun. They're tripods. They have 3 legs, giant bodies, and even bigger swords. And I know some people don't love that the swords are connected to the hands. I think I prefer that because all of my Necrons who hold obnoxiously large weapons just snap at the wrist every time. So I'm okay with them figuring out a clever way to hopefully not have so much breakage. Oh, and then there's the plasma sight. I don't know what it does, but it has a fun name. Oh, it's such a cutie. Look, it comes with like a little piece of cathedral. Oh, he's gonna be like a really fun one-day painting project. I got really lucky with this box because I collect Space Marines and Necrons, so this is like perfection. Oh, what is this? What is this? This is the Reanimator. Is it just the Reanimator? Is it this big? Oh, no, this is the Reanimator and the Soptek Destroyer Lord. Wow, this is some beefy parts. Man, look at these legs, like 3 inches tall right here. Holy cow. And this thing is going for cheap on eBay because it probably sucks in terms of the game. But I might have to get 1 or 2 more just because of how cool it is. I have 60 warriors, and I can just imagine how cool a couple of these guys would look wandering about the ranks. The rank and file. Maybe I'll kit bash some Necrons in mid reanimation. Oh, and then look, we got the is this the Plasmancer Plasmancer cryptek, and I love the old crypteks coming back. I remember when I got into the game, 6th edition, but I had the 5th edition book, and it had all of the different crypteks. And they all vanished when 7th edition came around, so it's cool to get some of those back. And I know each one is kind of specific, but I think you could just buy whichever cryptek you think is coolest and run it as the Plasmancer, the whatever the other ones are. Man, some of these parts are really, really beefy. It's like getting a vehicle. It's like getting a Necron dreadnought. And I think that is pretty cool. This is gonna give you some serious height. Oh, and I love all the battle damage. It's so beat up. I know this isn't everyone's favorite, but I dig it. I dig it, because I think it's gonna add a lot more interest when I'm painting. And it just looks cool. Why wouldn't they be beat up? The Canoptek stuff is just like tools to the Necrons. They probably don't upkeep them as nicely as they do some other stuff. But yeah, I'm digging it. All right, moving on. It looks like we got a lot of Necron warriors. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it looks like we have 10 and then 10 more. So that's 20 Necron warriors, which is great because I already own 60. So if anyone needs more Necron warriors, it's me. Ooh, but I don't have Necron warriors with the new what is this called? Like a Reaper? A Reaper gun? There's something special about the double stack Necron gas flares. Oh, and we have the adorable new scarab swarms, which I love, but I think I own something like 30 scarab swarms. So I actually think, I don't know, they look cool though. I might eBay them though, just because they don't match any of my current stuff. But I might just keep them and paint them and keep them all for myself. And I bet these rocks are probably for the scarab swarms, because the scarab swarms used to come on these weird little pegs attached to, I know they were supposed to be rocks, but it kind of looked like a little pile of raisins or something. It was very odd. But it looks like these new ones are designed in a little bit more sophisticated way. Yeah, little pegs that go into these rocks, and then the rocks go onto the bases. These look so much better than the old Necron warriors. It's night and day. And the old warriors are fine. But these guys are so cool. They're not hunched. They're not they don't have the big classic cowboy pose where they're straddling the base. It looks like these guys actually have a little room to maneuver. Man, is this jam-packed sprue. Like, I can't even get like my finger in between any of these bits. Like, you used to be able to drive a car in between the holes in the base, in the holes between the models and the sprue, but these are, I mean, I don't know if a human figures this out or if it's procedurally generated, but it seems wild the amount of work they're able to put into these sprues. And I see lots of numbers, which is good, because I think it's very important to follow the instructions on these guys, especially since they're all monopose. But yeah, all right, we just looked at this Necron sprue, so we probably don't need to spend too much time on an identical Necron sprue, but still pretty cool. All right, and then last but certainly not least, so these are Space Marines in Gravis armor, and they have these Melta weapons, and I wonder, are these multi-Meltas, regular Meltas, or is there a new Primaris Melta? I feel like that's too many Meltas, but it probably is something new. We got the Blade Guard Ancients. Man, this is jam-packed. We've got the Ancient with Banner. We have the Blade Guard Veterans, and we have the Primaris Chaplain. Ah, this Primaris Chaplain. This guy is just sexy. I mean, I collect chaplains. I love chaplains. I have almost every chaplain Games Workshop has ever made, and I think this is going to be one of my favorites. I mean, look at that shoulder pad, or look at this backpack that's just covered in purity seals. I mean, that's going to look so nice painted. Ooh, and it looks like one of his knees, the actual knee guard, is separate, and so you could actually swap that out. Although the one it comes with pretty much looks amazing. Ah, this is so cool. I love the new Primaris heads. They look a lot like, this head comes in the Vanguard Veteran kit for the classic Space Marines. It looks almost identical. It also looks a lot like the Grey Knight Strike Squad heads. that I know a lot of people use for tons of different conversions. So I think it's very neat to see that. Although this head is weird. It looks like it's a head and just a tiny, tiny bit of shoulder pad. So it must be a computer that slices these. I can't imagine a human being figures this out. Ah, it's so cool. Such a meaty sprue. Oh, and another body of a space marine. Totally battle effective, carrying a giant sarcophagus into battle. But you know what? The Space Marines make it work. And then we have the Judiciar, which is, I think, one of my favorite models in this whole kit. He's so anime. I love it. He's wearing armor, and then he's wearing a coat over his armor. And then he's got a sword that just ends in just a flat. It's just completely... It's just so unique looking. I absolutely love it. And where's his face? I know no one likes the Judiciar's face. Also, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Judiciar. I like Judiciar because I like to put a little stank on my consonants. Where is his head? Ah, it's right here. He's got a mask over his face, which is very appropriate in 2020. I know Luton99, the YouTuber, he had a really fun take on this, where he painted it up a little bit like the Mad Max character. Not Rictus Erectus, the other one, the one from Beyond Thunderdome. But yeah, I don't mind this head. I think I'm actually going to use it. The mask is pretty funny, and I bet I can get copies of this head online because no one likes it. It'd be really fun to paint up an alternate head where it's like it looks like PPE protection, a face mask. And I think that would be adorable. That would be a really nice way to commemorate this awful year. Wow. Man, look at these backpacks. They are chonkers. These are for the Gravis armor. And I suppose they would have to be bigger because these are the power plants, and the Gravis armor is substantially bigger than regular power armor. But man, that is a fat backpack. Boy. Well, I think that brings us to the end of the models. What else is in here? Here's something rattling. The Edge of Silence? Is this just the instructions? It looks like this is just the instructions. It'd be cool if they gave me like a little, I don't know, like the first chapter of a book. Because I know there's a book to go along with this. Yeah, this is just the instructions. No one cares! Oh, wait, what is this? Ah, I love his messed up teeth. Damn. Ah, that's hilarious. I love it. I know this is supposed to be like an action pose, but it kind of looks like these two are buddies. They're shoulder to shoulder. That's fun. The Edge of Silence. Oh, it's like a little bit of lore. Oh, this is neat. I can't wait to read this. It just tells you what's in the box, which is good. I should have read this first before doing this video. Yeah, okay, that's... Oh, and then it's got the data sheets. Oh, that's neat. Maybe if I actually get this built, we can do a game with just this box on the channel or something. Yeah, this is neat. Aww. The little plasma sight. He's so cute. Yeah. Alright, neat. I like this. This is cool. And then, of course, oh Jesus, it's heavy. We have the BRB, the big rulebook. Let's see, can I get this thing open without hurting it? I have the big rulebook for 6th, I got the big rulebook for 7th, I got the big rulebook for 8th. Now I got the big old rulebook for 9th. I think this one looks the coolest, though. Is this what it looks like if you buy it today? Like, not in Indomitus? Oh my goodness, I'm struggling. Jesus. There we go. BRB, big rule book. It is a monster. It weighs probably a couple of pounds. Oh wow, that's That's pretty dark. It's just a sea of like faces screaming in pain. Very 40k. Yep, and then of course we have the old page 1. There is only war. Yeah, I'm sure this is pretty standard. Probably a lot like the 8th edition book. Get to the good stuff. Where's the... Usually the models are right in the middle. Yeah. Man. That is just so badass. The Chaos Knight. Wow. Yeah. Gonna have to read this too. Yeah. Boom. Big old book. Alright. And, can't believe it, we actually got a transfer sheet. And it looks like a really nice one. This better start coming in regular boxes too, because recently they've been getting rid of the nice transfer sheet and putting in just like a little, 2-inch piece of garbage for Ultramarines. But this has a lot of different chapters. We've got Dark Angels, Blood Angels, Space Wolves. Looks like that's it. So, but I would take it. I would still take it if they just gave us a little more, because I like decals. And bases for days. What is that? Alright, it looks like something broke. Gonna have to figure that out. Just a crap ton of 32mm bases. And some absolute monsters. I don't even know what sizes. I think these are 50s. So, I don't know if these are 60s or 70s. And then these monsters must be for the Primaris outriders. And they're keyed. To make it even easier to put them together. I know not everyone loves the push fit and the easy to build, but I feel like more people actually get this stuff built than the older stuff, which is good. Neat. I guess that's it. Oh, I can't wait to start building this stuff. Man, oh man, Indominus is one of, if not the best things Games Workshop has ever made, and I feel like getting my box is the perfect way to end this year on a high note. Now I know this box isn't available anymore, but it's still all over eBay and still pretty cheap, so if you absolutely need that Judiciar, you can still get them. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, I know I did, and thanks for watching. I was trying to bank it off the sides.